or we wish you a Happy New Year to all Tesla owners and those ones who want to become Tesla owners and all the fans. So for 2018, let me try to make some predictions for 2018. So I pressed to say, I went to say. Okay, there are usually two big events in spring and in fall for the presentation of the new products from Tesla. And I think the first one will be that they will present the all-wheel drive Model 3. So that would be an event, probably March, April, somehow in that time. So they are there already, because the Roadster, I guess that the Roadster was built on the chassis of the Model 3 and on the same package of the Model 3, and that Roadster will does have already a front drivetrain, and the same front drivetrain then can be used in the Model Y or also in the Model 3. So the first presentation is the Model 3 with all-wheel drive. So what that does for them is also takes a little bit the pressure away from the rear-wheel drive delivery, because many customers, one of them is me, is instead of buying two rear-wheel drives Model 3s, I'm gonna want to have one rear-wheel drive, so that hopefully the one what I'm getting next, what I'm asked to customize next. Currently the customization is being asked for all the way Pacific Coast, on the West Coast. California probably has ordered the most of them, Oregon and Washington State, and then it goes from west all the way over to east, and then all the way over to further east to Europe. The old insane mode will be introduced again. So we have ludicrous mode for the Model S, Max Blade for the Roadster, and I think the previous mode of insane mode now should become the all-wheel drive, and then a performance version of the Model 3, and that should have the insane mode again. That would be awesome, and I think that's going to be happening, that there is an insane mode for the Model 3. That will be then insane Model 3, ludicrous Model S, Roadster, Max Blade. I find most amazing the 200 kilowatt battery pack. So how do you fit on the same size 200 kilowatt this amount of battery of energy into the same pack? It must be energy density. They must have done something. There's a new chemistry in the battery, and the new chemistry must be some new chemistry what probably was already there, but they have a breakthrough in the chemistry, but they do not say that yet. Lithium air batteries, the capacity, the energy density of lithium air batteries is 5 times more than lithium ion batteries. So that's why I was thinking that lithium air battery would make a lot of sense, especially to reach 200 kilowatt. And I don't think in that small Roadster and what should be light in order to reach that distance, or that it should be light in order to reach that acceleration. You cannot have a double stack of batteries in the car. So that will be way too much weight for that to propel it forward. I think new chemistry will be lithium air, and that is probably the big breakthrough, but it's not being published yet, but will be published probably later. So that's my guess. Maybe there's another chemistry what they came up with, which does 3 times more, or in that range, but my guess is more on lithium air batteries, and they developed better battery. Sure, there's a lot of testing to be done. You have to run it a lot of cycles through, so maybe 1,000 cycles or 2,000 cycles, and that testing takes a long time for batteries, because you have to charge and discharge them every time when you run those cycles through. And then if you find faults, you have to create a new batch of the battery and a new chemistry for that, and so on. It will be in the size of that 2170, and looking forward for that cool battery. The biggest reserve in lithium are in Chile. So in the there's a desert for that one. There's also a lot of other ore and copper in. I was a couple of times in Chile for myself at a mining company. So, and there is in Chile, and that's why Elon is in Chile right now, so to reserve in the Atacama salt flat desert. So there is the largest and highest quality reserves of lithium in there, and that needs to be reserved for Tesla, because the amount to be used there for power walls, power packs and vehicles will be a lot, but there's also a lot there. So, and that can be delivered, probably also delivered on a larger scale with better prices from Chile. Okay, what else? The Model Y. Yeah, I think that public showing of the Model Y will come in fall this year, because they're not ready yet for the all-wheel drive, and they will be ready soon, but they are starting with the all-wheel drive first for the Model 3, and then we just need a new body for the Model Y. And do not dream that you will get falcon wing doors for that. I think the doors will be much simpler, as the door handles are for the Model 3. There might be a sliding door, what you're getting there, but you will not get falcon wing doors. In Powerwall, I'm still waiting for my Powerwall to be installed. I think 2 months already has been approved, and there's actually not one Powerwall, there's 5 Powerwall to be autonomous for the whole house and the cars. At that time, when the Powerwall is finally installed, and I hope that's going to happen soon, because I'm thinking that the approval is only lasting for 90 days. If they haven't started with the construction at that point of time, then they have to reapprove new. You know, it is not as urgent. I'm still connected to power there, and I'm still getting over that. If you order products from Tesla, you are there for the long run. I have to check how long it was ago when I ordered the Powerwalls. But it's the Powerwall 2, and the Powerwall 2 should be installed soon, I hope so. If the Powerwall 2 will be installed, then I will have a really power independence rock party. So I'm gonna have a rock band here, and they're gonna play on my premises there in the back, on my patio, which is a covered patio, on solar energy, what I produce during the day, and the Powerwall will supply that. So that would be an awesome party. And guys, please subscribe, because I need at least 1,000 subscribers before I can do a live stream. What are we doing in the next year? We are still reporting on interesting people, or we are helping also interesting people. Those ones, actually the little guy, people here in the valley. There are a lot of stories what we can cover from people who are working electric in the valley. There's an electric car club. There are guys who are recycling batteries. There are guys who are in the business of recycling roadsters and roadster batteries and so on. There's enough to cover. Yeah, as I said, if you're ready to buy Model S or Model X, please use my referral code. You get free supercharging for that. I think this is still until the end of January next year. And don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you in the next year. So Happy New Year, Happy 2018. See you then. Bye-bye.
I pressed and say